As I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if that's what you would like to do. I'm a little bit late, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to have this out as quickly as I can for you. So, the first card you have you passed is the Five of Swords. Okay, I'm getting a really, really strong feeling of being warned. I think your inner voice or your inner alarm or whatever this is, it went off, and it went off around someone. You know, this card's full of air, full of wind. The clouds are really jagged and this man's hair's blowing in the wind. And, you know, sometimes wind can be about spirit. Sometimes it can be about ancestors, if you believe in that, the influence of ancestors. But you're being warned in some way, whether it was your inner voice or whatever, it was some force that was warning you. I think someone might have been trying to connect with you, and I think they were trying to do this through someone else, maybe. I'm seeing a message being passed on, and maybe the messenger didn't know the background, they didn't quite know what you'd been through with this person, so they didn't know you'd been through this terrible time. And so they were quite innocent, they were just passing on this message, and they were like, well, I don't know anything about this. I think if they had have known what you'd been through with them, they wouldn't have passed on the message, but anyway, they were innocent. But yeah, you resisted this message, you listened to this inner voice that you had. And I think it was very, very difficult for you. There were a lot of emotions around this. Huge emotions came up around this time with this. You know, if you look at these men, they're walking away, but they're walking toward the water, toward the emotion. So you walked away from this person, but you still had all these emotions come up. You did the right thing, you know you did. But it was still very emotional for you, very, very difficult for you. I think you're probably still recovering from this emotionally. But yeah, you did the right thing if this is resonating. Don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Right, so the next card you have for your past is the Three of Wands. Yeah, so you completely turned your back on this person. Like this man has his back on us, turned to us. Or turned his back to us. No, he has his back turned to us. Okay. Oh dear, I can't express myself lately. I mean, all of these readings have been really, really crazy. I've been stumbling. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm going to try my best as always. So, yeah, so what I think is when you're around this person, I'm actually seeing limitations, limited opportunities. So whoever this person is, you know, they really held you back at one time. They really held you back. I don't think they came out and said, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. It wasn't like that. It's this feeling of, I don't know if this will make sense, but it's like they were the default. They made the final decisions on things. They had the final say in things. And there was no question about that. And they didn't come out and say, I have the final say. It was just kind of subtly there, you know, and you kind of, it's very, very strange. I mean, a lot of people say things like, oh, why would you let someone do that? But this was very difficult. This was very subtly done. So, yeah, I'm so, so glad you didn't go back. I'm so glad you turned your back to this person. Look at this man's face in the Five of Swords. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. You know, he thinks he can get away with everything. He thinks he's always winning. He's always right all the time. So, yeah, now there are way, way more opportunities in front of you, I can see, because this is a golden sea in this card and a golden sky. And this is the waiting card as well. So I think it's just a matter of taking your time, thinking about your options. Don't rush into anything yet, if this is all resonating with you, because the feeling I'm getting is that it's just early days, you know, and sometimes when people are set free from an old situation or a bad situation, they can go a little bit crazy, like they suddenly have all these options open to them. So don't do that. Take your time. You have a lot ahead of you, a lot of experiences ahead of you. So just pace yourself. So the last card you have your past is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so again, I think this is probably reminding you of what things used to be like when you're around this person and this feeling you got. This was a memory of a feeling, if that makes sense. So when this person reached out to you, I think what might have happened was you remembered how you felt at some of your worst times. And of course that would have hurt. Of course it would have been to feel all of that again. So, but I think these hard feelings, these horrible feelings, I think they became a protection to you. So it's like the feeling sort of had you trapped at one time. It rescued you this time because you kind of said, well, oh, I remember how I felt when I was with them, so I don't want to go through that again. So it's like that feeling rescued you, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you. So the first card you have your presence, strength. Okay, so look at this infinity symbol above this woman's head. You know, this experience and the strength that you had to build up for yourself while you're with them. You know, you had to really be strong. And then you had to build up even more strength after you left them or after you separated from them. That strength you build up for yourself, you're going to have that forever with you now, forever. So, you know, if this is resonating, yeah, of course, it was a horrible thing to have to go through. But look at how different you are now. Look at how strong you are now. Look at how much you've learned. You'll always have that. You'll always have that knowledge. You'll always have that experience behind you. I'm also seeing someone else around you in this. It's a potential love connection. Yeah, this is if you're single, obviously. I think whoever this new person is, they love the chase aspect of things. They love the chase of love, the chase. They love the game. You know, just like all cats, they love chasing, whether they're lions, like in this card, or they're domestic cats. You know, they're there for the chase. But, you know, I'm not seeing you being interested in any of this at all. You're not interested in any games. You're not a game player. You're just not interested in games. I think you just feel as if you're above any of that. You're bigger than that. Look at how big this woman is and this lion is compared to the landscape on this card. So it's like you've just grown. You've grown bigger. You're too big for chasing games and you're too big for any of that. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have your present is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you might still be keeping to yourself actually a lot, and that's understandable with everything that's happened to you. You know, a lot of people are like this as well right now, this week, including me, and last week, in the last few weeks. You know, I'm like that. I'm keeping my head down as well. It's just how I'm feeling. You know, it's just this feeling of wanting to lay low, just wanting to keep quiet for a while. And for you, I think a lot of this is just, you know, you just want to be really careful as well about who you can trust, not just in love, but in all areas of your life. You're very kind of, you're like, can I trust this person? Can I not? So you're just covering your heart like this man until you've kind of sorted everyone out. I'm also getting a really strong feeling here of wanting to be in control of your life and your surroundings. Maybe even in an extreme way, because I think for a long time you weren't able to feel that or experience that control, and now you can. So you're kind of going to the other extreme of that, if that makes sense. You will gradually get your balance back. You'll be able to open up to people again as well, but don't feel pressured to do that too soon until you're ready. You'll know when you're ready to open up again. So the last card you have your present is Temperance, and this is my absolute favourite card. I love this card. So yeah, this is showing me that you are going to rise up out of this. You already have started that. You're a lot stronger in the Strength card, but you're going to rise up out of this totally. You know, look at this. There's healing in this card with these beautiful daffodils, and when you've healed in your own time, you'll start to rise up again like this beautiful angel. It's so beautiful. I love this card so much. I'm also seeing a bit of conflict in this card, a bit of unnecessary conflict. I don't think it's about you. I don't think you're directly involved in this. I think someone, maybe even more than one person actually, might be trying to get you involved in this. Yeah, this is a misunderstanding. I think this is around family. It's a little bit he said, she said kind of thing. So I think even if you did want to get yourself involved in this, I don't think you'd be able to find out what the truth is. The truth's probably somewhere in the middle of these two warring sides. So if this is resonating, I'd keep out of this. I wouldn't want to be involved in this in any way at all, especially at this time, especially not while you're still healing, while you're still getting yourself together again. So stay away from all of this. And I'm also saying that because I'm seeing some pressure around this. I think someone's probably going to try to chat or maybe even gossip about this with you. Maybe they're going to try to get you onto one of these sides. But you know, the Temperance card's all about balance. So you need to keep balance. You need to keep your emotions steady. You need to be in peace in yourself, especially after everything you've been through. So definitely stay out of this. Be self-preserving. Be self-preserving. Take care of yourself. Let yourself heal. Stay away from any negativity, any dramas. So the first card you have, your future, is the Nine of Wands. So yeah, not everyone in your family is involved in this. There are some sensible people like you who are staying out of this. I am seeing one specific person here. They are in your family, I think. This is someone who's around your age, I think. They're a peer of yours. I'm just looking at all of these wands all in a row. And you know, some of them are taller than others, but they're all kind of similar heights. So you might have a lot of cousins that are a similar age and siblings as well, something like that. A lot of different people lining up. So one of these people, they've been through a similar thing to you, I think, and they're a good listener. They're a very generous listener. I think they'd love to help you, actually. Look at this man leaning on this wand. This is someone who you can lean on. That's what this is showing me. You can lean on this person. And what I'm seeing all through this reading really is trust is the most important thing for you right now, being able to trust people because you've been through this situation. So I definitely think you'd be able to trust this person. They definitely keep things to themselves. Yeah, I keep on saying they've been through something similar to you. They've been through something similar. I think you'd be surprised at some of the experiences they've had because they haven't been opened about them. So, you know, if you know who this is, definitely contact them. They absolutely would not like to see you trying to get through with this healing process and everything by yourself. They'd be willing to help you. They'd be happy to help you. So reach out to this person if you know who this is. So the next card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. Yeah, again, there are two sides, two warring parties here. And they just cannot, no matter what, they cannot see each other's side. I actually think these two people might have been through this before. Actually, I'm seeing older generation, younger generation. So it might be a father and a son, might be a mother and a daughter. It's some kind of, it's some dynamic like that, I think. Yeah, this isn't the first time they've had this argument. Look at the rocks behind this woman. They've always had a rocky relationship all the time, but it kind of rises and falls like the water. And yeah, so I think this argument, this is a kind of an add-on to a lot of things that have happened in the past between these two people. And I think this drama goes way, way back, actually. It might even go back for years and years. You know, it started a long time ago, and nobody's forgotten all the feelings they've felt with these old kind of arguments, and they kind of keep on coming back up again. I know this might sound a bit defeatist, but I'm not seeing these people, you know, the people that are in the middle of this kind of drama, I'm not seeing them being able to get along, actually. You know, they might agree to disagree for a while and kind of call a truce or whatever, which is what I think has happened in the past. But then something happens again and it flares up all over again, and we have this drama again. You know, I'd love to see these people sitting down like adults, but I think, you know, there's just too much in the way. There's too much anger there. There's too much hurt there. There's too much past kind of stuff around, or whatever the name is, past stuff. Past stress around this. So again, if this is resonating with you, just try to be as self-preserving as you possibly can. Stay away from this, because I think only these two people can sort this out. No one else can sort this out for them. I actually hope this isn't resonating with you, actually, because it's a really horrible thing to be around, to see. And it really divides families, because that's what I'm seeing here. A family divided into two sections, and they're both on each side, which is really, really horrible. So the last card you have for your future is the Five of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing again. Look at this great big mess. This is a great big messy drama fight thing. This is what's going on with these two people. No one's winning. No one's in charge. It's not going to go anywhere. Even if someone did win, what's the point? Everyone's just going to be upset, hurt. It just does not help anyone or anything. So if I were you, again, keep out of this whole mess. Again, I'm seeing people trying to bring you into this, trying to say, oh, what do you think of this? Do you know so-and-so said this? Someone else said that. Oh, and it was so terrible. Can't you talk to them for me? Can you? No, do not have anything to do with this. Stay away from this. Look at the Temperance card. You have to be serene. You have to be peaceful. You have to be healing yourself. You do not need any drama. So whatever you do, stay away from this mess. So Aquarius, I hope this resonated, but as you know, general readings cannot always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.